Hello everyone and welcome to another puzzle piece. Want to just chill, play some Halo campaign. Reached out to a couple people, no one, I don't know, it's not like I was super patient, um, in terms of waiting for someone to respond, so we'll see if anyone, but if not, I'm just gonna, chill, play some campaign, just feeling like cozy, you can see by the blanket. The lack of proper hair. Like, one thing is, now that I'm wearing a sweater at work, like putting on the sweater and take off the sweater just like fucks my hair, so I might need to lean towards just more shorter hair more often instead of doing the longer or I can get a hairbrush for pre and post work, but then that's just hairbrushing more, and I know I'm not gonna do that. Like, I'm not gonna put WD-40 in the chair because half the time WD-40 works and half it doesn't. And so I'm just like, oh, well, it's probably not gonna work. What do we got for playlists? We got some. Let me check my list. I'm probably not gonna do anything legendary, but I'm gonna check my Halo tracking. Sheets. Google. See if there's any weird campaign gaps I have. It wouldn't be in Halo time. Oh no. Guess. Nope. It's the wrong one. MCC tracking. There we go. Okay. So beat legendary. Just 1 and 2. Beat time. Not that matters, but let's look at Reach playlist, see if there's anything that guess I've done most of them. Oh hey Gutang. Sometime I need to schedule time with you to go through co-op. Summer's the artwork. Yeah, you started up the garden. What was it? There's one thing you mentioned in the garden this year that I didn't remember from last year. Oh yeah, plum. Yeah. My uncle does some really nice. Is it plums or is it? I think it's plums that he does. I hope that turns out well. Time. Sure, let's do this. Because it's the only short one I haven't done. Alright, I did these during the Halo X Pokemon stream. Right. I mean, I'm not going to be able to do Lasso ever. Okay. Let's just vibe through. I'm not doing any of the glitches for part-time, but that requires actual effort, and this is just a turn your brain off stream. Okay, all right. Some of the playlists are like do half the mission.
I'm seeing more hostile activity.
Come in, George.
Camille, you're with Kat.
I'm gonna need to turn down the
Six and I will run
volume
interference on the
slightly.
ground. We'll meet you at the outpost. Get to work,
So
Noble.
Halo PC still isn't the most stable port. I'm looking at Volume Manager right now, and each of these Halo, there's like one main Halo volume meter, and then there's 6 separate ones. They're all stuck at 1, and I don't know why. No, we're putting it down to 40%. Okay.
Slow down. Right, right. I'm not asking.
You know, we don't need George. It's fine. Party coming. Yeah.
Contact.
Work's been pretty social the last 2 days, which is nice. We went to a mini golf place yesterday. Had some good fun there, and then I went to gelato, and then it started just raining like shit. Like within 10 minutes, I was absolutely drenched. So then Thursday night or Tuesday night was just house code and relax. Sister came over, we just did friends, and then tonight is like, well, it's a euchre night. I could go to euchre, but like eyes droopy. I don't think I'll be in the mood. But like eyes droopy, but like not like sleepy tired right now. Let me get a plasma weapon real quick. Do any of you have plasma pistols? Are you elite? And because it's normal, you can just punch. Which is nice. Oh, okay. Right. Still gonna be, you know, runs with grenades.
Picking up a distress signal.
Mayday.
It might be a
Charlie
chain. It's
6,
called
does anyone
Party
read?
Putt.
We were attacked by Covenant forces. The Covenant is on reach. I repeat, the Covenant is on reach.
The troopers.
And we make fun of this voice line too much, but it's such a bad take of a line.
Disrespect, but don't we have more important things to do
The
than-
Covenant is on reach. I repeat, the Covenant. It really matches my energy right now, to be honest. It's a mood. It's a AAA game mood.
Under attack, south of your position. Over.
We're under
That's
attack. I repeat,
just like
Mayday.
me, that's why I
Mayday,
love
3 Charlie 6. We are under attack by the Covenant. I got wounded. We cannot hold this position.
We need
Yeah,
to find
listen,
those
they're just
people
doing their
now.
job. They want to clock in after work. I think today, like at 3:30, we had pizza social and then like a trivia thing. So we yeah, just came home and then
We've located the trooper
yeah,
squad.
it was like
Request immediate evac. My coordinates.
chilling in bed for a bit.
Copy, Commander. Recalling
I hate like the last week. I've just felt like genuinely like temperature wise colder. Like not even like, and not an analogy for something. I mean like literally just. And to be fair, you know, one of those days is literal rain. But the other 2 days are like
Noble leader, be advised.
I don't
visual
know.
on
It's
inbound
just
Covenant dropships. Evac transport
it's been a couple
distance.
weeks now that there's been massive air conditioning in my place, so it's not like that's changed. But hoping it's not continuing, because
It's the Covenant.
We know, Corporal. Let's get you out of here.
I don't know. I
Be
like
advised, we got
feeling
dropship inbound.
normal in a t-shirt, essentially. Maybe you got a bug and yeah, that's the other worry. Where like I haven't had any coughs or sneezes or anything, but it's like, well, if I'm not sneezing or shit, I'm not. I guess I won't, you know, wear a mask at work. But if I'm feeling shit, like, I might just stay home tomorrow. It's not like I can still focus on work and shit. Maybe I should thank my body for being nice about this. I had a good session today. Nope. Where one of the projects mini project I'm leading this year is essentially upgrading the architecture, converting one of our current systems to a different architecture. And so I got most of those tasks discussed with the team today and pointed for how long it's going to take and, you know, variations on how we're going to do it. Because if it was a bigger task, I'd do like a design doc and stuff and, you know, see like, here are the recommendations. But it's like, it's kind of just like converting 3 smaller pieces. Okay, fine, I'll get in the thing. I'll get in the chopper. But yeah, like that was good. And then Also been doing a lot of data quality work and
Noble 2, sit rep.
finding out what is different in this new upstream source from the same team compared to the old,
Can
and
you beat it?
seeing how it affects our system. Is it worth pursuing if it's not? So like it's been good like work this week.
We're en route to your
And then
location.
tomorrow I'll finish that off. Hopefully get a reply on a couple things, and then starting Friday we're doing a entire sprint, like 2 weeks dedicated to operational excellence tasks. So that'll be good. But like, yeah, work-wise it's been good, which is usually work success means like work mood indicates after work mood.
Approaching the comm outpost.
So yeah, I don't have any complaints
LZ's
there.
a little hot, sir.
Put her down, pilot. 6.
I know I was debating. I might have mentioned it on. No, I guess I wouldn't have. But being like, hey, let's just like say fuck it and just stop worrying about like being in a mood for a different game every day and just like commit to like a game that's gonna waste my time for a week. And then like I went like a day and it's like, oh whoops, no. Oh yeah, I think I streamed Botany Manor on Monday, so I would have said it there. But nah, it's still gonna be, my game schedule is still gonna be indecisive as always. That's why like a good game, like a game that can grip me for more than 8 hours is like, it's doing something well, because that's like, it keeps me coming back for more than, 3 play sessions. And like each play session is a decision of like, do I want to keep like the potential versus the vibes of a game? It's hard to have the separation time, not letting a bad day go. Yeah. Especially now that like, I don't know, like I don't feel like I'm doing much. Like I have to do tasks, and there are things I'm doing that are directly either like socially I feel like I have a pretty good balance, and other like live tasks I'm still doing stuff that's non-trivial. It's just not gonna, none of the tasks are like super long term, so it's not like I'm building towards something, whereas at work I'm building towards something. And if I feel like I'm getting burnt out on something, I can take a little break from it, but it's always going to be in the docket. Whereas in life, like, I don't know, I did a lot of art last year. I'm not feeling the desire to do art this year. That's fine. I'll just move on. There's always something else to move on to. So it's like making sure you're. Also, a fun thing about this is the doors are closing. They won't even close until you're in it, so I can just keep shooting stuff if I want to. But they might complain. I should put on subtitles, I just realized. Because I don't think I have the audio high enough to actually. It should be an option. There's definitely subtitles in here. Group gameplay accessibility on. There we go. Cool. Okay, let's see if they complain a little bit more, or if they are just gonna be silent until I get in. Oh, yeah, no worries. I'm glad you had the same thought before I messaged you on Discord, but I'd be up for doing yeah, more like sequential campaign through. This playlist is just gonna be like a hodgepodge, but so like if I go in here, right, it's gonna close, but if I go out here, and they'll make me, they'll try to make it so I don't go out, but it'll open up back up, you see? So it's like, get in, and then when I get in, it'll close again. When Emil gets out of the way, it'll close again. I think Emil,
Banshee on approach.
you know, it's not. 1 second. Hey, Carter, get in. Oh, okay. Got him. Okay. See ya, Emil. How's your
Find the control room. From there, Cat can get the relay back
week
online.
been?
Emil, post here. If we flush any hostiles, they're yours.
I don't know, I guess my long-term project right now is
do
the
this.
cat, but can't say the last week's been a positive week. She's been
Noble 6, turn on your night vision.
pretty shy the last week,
Go easy.
so it's just
Where's the rest of your unit?
I don't know. I've been doing more in front of her playing to keep her occupied. That's not the right key. This is. What game was I playing where F was flat? Oh yeah, Half-Life. F was flashlight. Not right. Yeah. So I've been, you know, doing some little fun stuff to be like, okay, now that I know she's gonna be like shy, I can use that to my advantage. So I got her to sleep in the cat bed again, which was nice because she only slept in it literally like one of the first days I got her, and then just completely ignored it afterwards. It's like, okay, if I set this up in such a way, I know that you'll be in the spot, and sure enough, it worked. So now that means I have more counter space again. So I don't. Because I was using the cat bed as like a little entryway to the automatic feeder next to my bed. Also, let me get the shotgun. Yeah. Okay, come with the sword. Ready? Boom. Oh, that's not the, Man. It's the end of the level, so I don't have to worry too much about shit. Yeah. This is why we play on normal, when I don't want to give a shit. Because on heroic, I would have had to give, like, a little more of a shit there. Can't just get away with running into something and punching it. Oh, that counts for force of firefight. Okay, cool. That's the wow. Okay, this is really.
Sword control, I see a target
You skipped like 2 minutes of the level game. What? What's your? Okay.
We'll prioritize whatever you need, ma'am.
Cool. I don't know. This playlist is whack. I kind of miss playlists to be. I did so many in like late 2020, early 2021 with 2 people who I don't really chat with anymore, to be honest. You know what? I'm gonna do this in speedrun way. Actually, if we're doing the speedrun way, oh shit, that got both of them according to my achievement. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm doing this speedrun way because this is slightly more fun doing the speedrun way. Plus, it's also like not like the speedrun way for that mission that we passed requires like a lot of timing, and then it's like whereas this one,
The old Farragut station has
one
its own
I
control.
can
That should bring us back online
yeah,
with command.
like some of the damage strats are like
Base has an
I don't have to
anti-air
do
battery
because
that will
it's
clear the skies.
it's normal. Like this is pretty fail proof even on legendary. We go ahead, steal the ghost. Yeah, I was mentioning when I was playing Half-Life with some friends. Oh wait, right. Yeah, because you get like a big giant gun in this, so it's like, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cool. Press a button. Leave. Was like if Resident Evil 1, and I need to see if there's a PC mod. If it had a quick saving like Half-Life 1 does, I would actually finish that game. Just straight up. Because Half-Life 1, if it had Resident Evil 1 saving, like holy fuck, I wouldn't even be, because I have to, in Half-Life 1, I have to tactically save. So, and I'm making this comparison because I'm doing stuff like, you know, like when Paul plays Resident Evil 1, when he knows all the shit, I'm just like, you know, doing whatever. You know, you don't even see the buttons I'm pressing. I'm gonna move this box, and I'm gonna press the button from underneath, because this is what I'm doing. This is in my blood now. There we go. I think I got it. Yeah. Is that Half-Life 1, not only is it like, okay, especially in the later half, the later third, like I'm literally at the point where I'm about to go to Zen, like in like 2 seconds the long jump is being introduced to me. And it's okay. We'll keep in the ghost. We'll be a little ghosty. We'll be in Baz chat. Is that okay? They're just going. In Half-Life, the second third of the game, they just do not want you to have ammo, first of all, and secondly, they actually bring in like respawning enemies. Oh yeah, right.
Telemetry received on standby.
I forgot to get the rocket launcher. It's on normal, so it's fine that I made that mistake. But I completely forgot to get the rocket launcher. Wait a minute, I could just go back and get the rocket launcher now. Oh yeah, it's literally right here. Hopefully it doesn't spawn me back. It lets me do this. Oh, you know what? That's fair. That's fair. The game did that. It's just pretty fucking hilarious. Oh, fuck you.
Shoot is a go. Out.
Fuck you. And we'll just pick up another weapon. The wait, I got two. Was that both? No, that was both of you. Okay. Oh, you're doing Scrabble right now. Oh, that's cute. I want to talk about Scrabble in a second. I just, yeah. So, because of the respawning and the law of like dead end pathways, I've been having to do a thing where I will save constantly, and then sometimes I'll go be like, I don't have enough health to go to this current section, let me replay the previous 5 minutes, but like with better health, and like load up a save from there, and I can do that, and that's how I've been doing it. But like, that also means, like if I had Resident Evil saves, oh, I'd be fucked. But if I played Resident Evil with that, I'd be like, okay, I can just, oh, I got attacked by like a dog here, or like a, you know, a zombie coming up. Like, I mean, it's a PS1 game. I should just load the PS1 emulator with rewind and shit, and just do that. If I can't do it with the PC port, that's really the thing I should be doing. If I want to play that game, but like I kind of already played like 3 or 4 hours of it, and I'm like, I'm not like gonna get more out of it than I have currently, really, even if I continue on, because I kind of like, I know a lot of the other beats, so it wouldn't be for like that. It would just be for like the sake of doing it. I used to do different card games online, but a lot of those websites got shut down or they're Java. Okay, there are some card game websites during COVID I found if you needed any, but no, Scrabble was just super fun in elementary school. Like we'd do tournaments. I was super into it, and then like, you know, finding people who are like into Scrabble were like, because I think like the Words with Friends crew, like people who do that, they like there's a style of playing it where they'll either not care about any made-up words, any two-letter words, chaining letters together, or they do, but in like a way where they'll just spend like, you know, if you do a Wordle and you just like put in random letters hoping it's a word until it is a word, maybe they'll just do that for like way too long. And yeah, so finding and the style of Scrabble I played is like, okay, you have to, if you place a word, once you get 1 minute to think about your move, and you only, you know, you play your word and you say done, and then people can challenge it or they cannot challenge it, and it's up to you, like, to play a word that's either, you know, maybe know like a couple useful words in the Scrabble dictionary, or just know better words. And if you can play words that people try to challenge you on, great, then you get them to skip their turn. So that's a win for you. Like there's a lot of aspects of the way Scrabble's played in tournament that does not translate at all into a casual session or even like a Words with Friends session. That is like I played, you know, one or twice, and to be fair, I do have one friend who also kind of plays it the way I play it. So I was able to play with them earlier this year, and that was pretty fun. And because they were the one who suggested it, because me like specifying all these additional ways of playing onto people who not grew up in the tournament Scrabble setting would be pretty like it's not worth the, you know, registration costs, essentially the onboarding tax of getting them acquainted with it if we're only going to play like a couple times. So all right, these only take one. No, they take multiple. Whoops. Okay. Well, let's just load this up. Not to say like playing Words with Friends like that. I did solo Scrabble on my phone for a bit afterwards. That was fun. Playing Words with Friends can be fun. It's just not like my mindset for Scrabble, really. Maybe like, yeah. Because like the pacing is just all fucked up.
Cat 6, what's your status?
Yeah. As we do... Yeah, we do Words with Friends too as well, but that's not as competitive. Wait, what's the difference between the second and the first Words with Friends?
Cat 6, what's your status?
Is there a difference? Also, when you're near trees, jump, because, you know, they do a shot that's an explosion shot and it gets a tree. Oh. Okay, weird. I forgot to turn on social stream. So that's why none of the chat messages have been shown up on stream. Hooray. Not like a big deal, but my button that I use to press to start Twitch literally has a notice saying open social stream. And 75% of the time I remember. I should You know what would be a good thing? If I got one of those bots that are like,
Gun should be in visual
you know,
range.
stream elements where it's like, oh, now channel's live, and it says in your chat, and it's like Nightbot or some shit. Because then I'll remember as soon as I press start, it's like, oh yeah,
Unless you can do something
right,
about those guns.
starting
Commander,
stream.
I'm going to set up a forward observation post here.
Copy that. I'm waiting on you intel. See what you can see. Carter out.
No. You weren't. We're not tangoing. Get the fuck back here. Little bitch. You know what? Fine, I don't need you. I don't need you. Go around here. Oh, I forget if I even need to do this for the strat. Oh yeah, I guess I need this for the bridge. Ah. I saw the sticky on my feet and it's like, well, I'm at standstill. I guess I'll die.
Commander, I'm going to set up a
Okay, you're
forward
gonna let me,
observation
like,
post
get
here.
you. Like, this isn't even a thing in the, legendary. I kind of forget the legendary strat here, to be honest, but this is just a I want the ghost to ram into stuff. And I'm gonna ram it into stuff. Maybe not. Thanks. I am not getting rid of my rocket grenade launcher that quickly. This is me doing stuff stubbornly.
Commander, I'm going to set up a forward observation post here.
Copy that.
So the thing you do in the legendary, I think, is just you shoot repeatedly at the top to get it out. Yes, assassinate. That's definitely the time saver I needed.
Control to Lima 4. Permission to commence bombing run. Heading 224.6, over.
Yeah, sure, we'll take this ghost. So what you're supposed to do in like legendary is just like climb up the side of this and then crouch and just wait because there's enemies up this way.
Skies are clear.
But
Copy, two
we're on
Lima
normal,
four, bombing run,
baby.
heading 224.6, permission granted, out.
and there's also
Six,
like a raid
Alec
here,
inbound with a portable
which I
bridge.
can
Once it's
on
in place,
board,
head over to the southwest side.
but like it's fine.
Six, take that south road and see if you can get a better look at those spires. I'll be on comms. Bridge in position, 6.
There's
Keep
definitely
moving
like
toward those
2012
spires.
era on my smartphone was like, let's play Scrabble solo, let's play Euchre solo, Flow, you know. And now for mobile games is like, okay, let's do guess the game. Let's do
There's a mining facility near your location.
what else is in my rotation?
Troopers
Like
on site.
once a year I'll do this like puzzle app, or like twice a year. Let's get this fucker. Yay. If any one of you try it, I'm gonna stick ya. I lied. I'm gonna stick you anyways. Punch.
New intelligence. Friendly forces near the Covenant outpost
anything
have sighted
fun
a high-value
here?
target. An elite zealot in fact.
A zealot? We're onto something big, Commander.
Eyes on the prize, Noble. Take out that zealot.
Oh yeah, let me try the
Keep moving toward the spires.
jump strat. I'm not trying jump strat. Maybe I am trying jump strat. Yeah, we'll take that. Yeah, it's just here. Oh, no. That took way too many shots. That took way too many shots. I guess I'm gonna use that because I kind of just wasted all of my health. We could go back or just keep going forward. Oh. Yeah, in terms of mobile apps, I don't really do gaming on my phone that much. Let me double check my phone in case I'm lying. Yeah, I know. I have some, maybe once every 2 months I'll do a Sudoku or good knot words, which is just a crossword. And sometimes I'm like, okay, I did a period where I was playing like Odyssey. Like maybe like once a year I'll do a month of Apple Arcade. That's like the most. So if I'm in a mood, I'll do that. But it's not like oh, let's go and do this when I'm bored, because my 2012 phone did not have a data plan. That's part of the reason why. Okay, let's just dip in here and ignore everything. My life's work. Yeah, sure, we'll take this on. Oh, okay. Let's move.
High value target has been neutralized. Impressive, Six.
Update 6. Scan show another.
And now it's like I have too much data.
I want you to
Like I was
neutralize
seriously
that gun by any means
looking
necessary.
for a phone plan that's like, you know, even the shitty phone, like, because there's so, okay, so in Canada, to give you a rundown of how phone plans work, is you have a phone plan that uses the big three, like Bell, Rogers, or Telus, which uses Bell towers. You either use one of those ones and the descendants, either the second tier ones, which would be Fido, Koodo, and Virgin. Each one of them has like a partner thing. So I think Virgin is Rogers, Fido is Telus, and Koodo is Bell. Or tier 2, which is Lucky for Bell, is Public for Telus, and for Rogers. Okay, you really had a home like that, huh? Well, luckily there's a tree in the way. Or you have a crap one like Freedom, or like, you know, Videotron's trying to do stuff with his mobile now. And when I say crap, it's because coverage outside of major cities is spotty to non-existent. And so those phone plans will instead try to get good rates, right? Like the whole thing for a while with Freedom was like unlimited data for $40, right? Like that was the hook. When a $40 plan at like even the tier 1 service, like a second level one, so like Fido, Koodo, or Virgin, would be like maybe 2 gigs, 4 gigs if it's like a Boxing Day sale.
6. I need that AA gun offline now.
Oh right, okay. Let's do that. Yeah. Actually no, we don't need that now. Fuck you. There's no time warning on this. Once I do that, hunters are gonna spawn. I'm taking my sweet ass time with this. Wait. And over the years, it got a little better. Like, in 2017, there was one day in November that essentially one of the big companies was gonna do a $10. I think one of like the second tier ones was gonna do a $10, or not $10, a $40 10 gig plan. And so all the companies had a match for one day only. And so that was like, oh, that's such a deal. I got that deal and I kept it until I went to France essentially. And then, you know, COVID hit, so I didn't have to think about it too much. And then in the last year, especially with like the 5G introduction and companies being like, we need incentives to people pay more and stuff. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like 5G was a perfect way to get people to pay more, but instead they're like, let's just throw data at people, because I think during that kerfuffle, one of the companies is like, okay, let's go ahead and give more data to people to counteract that we don't have 5G or some like I don't know how it started. That's the thing. I don't know, but companies just kept giving more and more data for the same price. They kept just shoving your face down your throats, where now every phone plan in Canada a year ago had no data, and now they have too much data. Like, there's no way I'm going to use the amount of data I have. And there are phone plans I could get for like $5 more that seem more data. Like, it's like, so, you know, 2016, $40, got 2 gigs. The Boxing Day, 4 gigs. Oh, the hunters are already spawned. Okay. Because once I do the AA gun, it's gonna be like neutralize the rest of these. Like, I can't skip the hunters. I just have to do this. November 2017, 10 gigs, and then, you know, back to reality afterwards. So during COVID, I just got, okay, this has 250 megabytes for $15 essentially, and that was like a deal with Public, and they don't have that deal anymore, I don't think. They might, forget. I actually know they don't, because they you know, caption off 5G and shit. And so I kept with Public, and then I'm looking around other places, and then suddenly everything's going up, Public's going up. So now $40, like I upgraded back to a 4G plan with like $40 for like 15 gigs or something last year. And then it's like, okay, now you just add more. And so eventually it got to the point where I kept upgrading and upgrading because I'm on a monthly. So now I have $75 US and Canada. Oh, sorry, $40, 75 gigs, US and Canada. And yeah, that's like, it does, the data works in both US and Canada, the calling and roaming and all of this. Was it just, it seriously just runs? Okay. You know, I never actually did it this way where I just killed everything. Like, it gives me a warthog here because it's like, hey, you need some reinforcements. The answer is no.
Done, 6. Only needs up to 3
Okay.
spires. We're gonna fly you the rest of the way.
And no other company, even like,
Highlighting the LZ now.
you know, the Freedom, like the Freedom is like 100 gigs for $40 in Canada and US. It's like, okay, well, I'm getting 75 and it's gonna be better coverage. And so no. Actually, it's Canada US calling. I don't even know if it's US data. But. And you know, if I want to do like get an iPhone 15 with a phone plan for that phone plan for like $65, I could do that. You know, that's the cheapest option for getting a prepaid or a phone already. But again, I want a small high-end phone. The iPhone 12 and 13 mini are the choice still, despite the iPhone 15 being out, despite other Android phones being out, because people aren't making small phones. And like, you know, the Pixel 8 is like the smallest 2023 phone I can get, and that's still bigger compared to the iPhone mini. That's basically the size of a regular iPhone. The Zenfone, the old Zenfone, is still basically the size of an iPhone or a Pixel 8. It's not a small phone, despite, you know, used to be marketing it as one. So like, I'm not going to get a new phone, so I'm like, okay, I guess I'm sticking to what I'm doing. And like, I could bill Amazon up to like $68 Canadian, which is 50 US a month for my phone. And it's like, okay, no, I guess I'm just keeping that at 40 because it makes 0 sense for me to do anything else. You know, maybe if like Public was like a slightly bigger place that had like, and that's the thing, if I want to get like even a wristwatch or like a tablet bundle, I'd have to be with like the top tier type, and then the top tier type or even the second tier type needs you to have a certain, like, you need at least a $50 plan in order to get a $15 per month thing. So I'm it's just wasting money at that point. For a wristwatch I don't need, or a tablet that I don't need. So yeah, that's how I get through that section, by just ranting, because, you know, it's slow otherwise. I'm just going in and exploding stuff. I'm also tapping back because, even though I asked you, Guting, you weren't the only person I asked about Halo. But I don't think anyone's responding, so we're just gonna keep on keeping on. Yeah. Death Stranding, I maybe lost Steam about like 8 hours from the end, but it's kept Steam for like basically 40 hours, which is like super fucking impressive. And like I still would be up for playing like, you know, like another like 5 hours of Death Stranding right now if it was set up. But it is not set up in a convenient way because it was on my Steam Deck before I swapped the hard drive, and so I'd have to download everything and set it back up, and then it would be on there. Yeah, I've been using my Steam Deck less for gaming, to be honest, and more as for my smart glasses and for Discord.
Get in there. Take out that shield, Lieutenant.
I've been doing less longer gaming on it. I could download it on PC on the Epic Store where I got it, and that's that. Well, you don't get to do that to me. I'm the captain now. So normally I'll pick this up and do that.
Lieutenant, drop the shield and get out of there.
That's what I'm gonna do. You know, maybe I should reinstall Death Stranding. I think I've talked myself into it. But then it's like, ooh, okay, I could do 5 more hours of Death Stranding, or I could do any of these other games. It's like, yeah, I'm probably gonna have more fun in Death Stranding, but it's
Yankee Niner to Echo Dispatch. Landing pad is clear. Send in feedback.
I don't know.
Copy, Yankee Niner. Birds
Or
away.
there's almost like a startup cost to just doing another couple hours. So I can just make excuses to not play any game, essentially. Even a game that's like one of my favorites.
Pleasure jumping with you, Spartan. We'll hold
That's
this
one good thing about me playing Halo Reach right now. It's like the startup cost is like,
in one piece.
I don't know.
This is your
I guess Death Stranding, the startup cost is almost none because I'm not doing any intense mission. I'm just gonna be doing some side missions.
Thought we had it in hand, and then those Corvettes showed up. Our fleet's scattered, pulling back. Hell, we've all got orders to evacuate. Guess some of
Let
us
me-
just don't like leaving a job half.
I wonder, starting the download for Death Stranding. One, I might not have enough space on my hard drive. We'll see. But two, if it'll impact
Midtown airspace is way too hot.
streaming
Gonna take an
quality.
alternate route.
Delta 1-5 to dispatch. Banshee squadron on my
See.
tail. Taking fire.
Copy, Delta 1-5. Can you...
Mayday, Horton's hit. We're going in. I'm gonna try to set her down.
Stranding, Director's Cut. Are there 2 versions? Oh, okay, one's the audio. Download size required, storage size, and how much space do I have? Because I got rid of Gears, so I have 84 gigs. Okay, yeah, this fits. Cool. Let's cue that download. I'm playing Halo Reach, so it's not like my computer's being taxed right now. Yeah. Look at these. This was a productive conversation with myself. I'm installing Death Stranding. Heck yeah. That would be a good stream. Yeah. And I can play with PC and with mouse and keyboard, which I haven't done before, and try that out. It came at the perfect storm of me having a Steam Deck, me not really owning too many AAA games, and getting that game for free. And, you know, for like 20 minutes, I got the director's cut. So I got playing that, and it's like, okay, let's do this. And I recently just started working on Photon Fully. Like, there's a couple months there where I couldn't tilt the map without crashing the game. And then like a couple weeks into me playing, they fixed it on the Steam version, but then they didn't fix it on the Epic version because of how SteamOS worked versus how Proton worked. So that's still really funny how that game being fixed on Steam, and then also on Steam Deck, and then also that game being created on Epic during the voting period and the finalist period of the Steam Awards got it the win. It's just like the funniest timing. I could shoot you.
Understood? Corvette's been a pain in my ass for too damn long. Give it hell, Spartan.
Okay, let's go. I'll do this the cheese way, which is Mongoose into exploding these two things. We get up here.
My engines are hot, waiting for your go.
Do this. Get these two elites to spawn. But technically I do the warthog up here, so I trap it. But like, it's normal, we're fine. And it'll spawn in a second. Put a fuck ton of bullets into it. And grenades. Oh, you didn't spawn. There we go. Oh, right, it's brutes, not. Oh, right. Fuck. Okay, so let's shoot them until... Actually, I'll just jam them. Mongoose in favor, to be honest. Shoot them until they armor lock, and then grenade 1, grenade 2. Let's toss some powers this baby. Smash, yeah. They don't pass. Close enough. And also, I don't know if the Mongoose explosion damages some. Come on, my baby. Could probably glitch in here, to be honest, with the Mongoose. If I wanted to. Okay, it's jumping the wrong way. Are you gonna come out? Oh, right. Okay, cool. This is how much. Oh, fuck. This is why I use my radar. So it tells me when fuck I'm about to get fucked like that. Okay. Now we just jetpack to these objectives. Ooh, ghost, don't mind if I do. Oh, right, I could do the... I'm just gonna ignore you. Fine. So we don't have a checkpoint right now, which is like a little shaky mistakey. Fuck. Okay, you know what? Let's just activate the objectives and then just go. Yeah, we're just gonna activate the objectives. Ready?
That's the first missile battery, Lieutenant. Get it on.
Oh, rocket launcher. I might if I do.
Sergeant Major, Covenant are banging on my bay door. I got families and wounded on board. I gotta get airborne. Easy, 7 Echo 3. Spartan's gonna clear the skies.
Cool. Wait, where the fuck is the... There we go. Okay. Now we just
Battery's prime. Now get over
go
to the
here
top.
before the dropship comes.
Sergeant Major, the Cubbies are almost through my door.
Okay.
Steady, Echo.
Ooh,
That Corvette is still up
amazing.
there.
Just doing oohs and ahs right now. And now we're supposed to take out these two enemies here because they're going to be right here.
That's it. They've reached the landing bank. Copy that. Now or never, Spartan.
And you know, they would
Missile defense
destroy
online.
me,
All
but
evac transports
they aren't
are
super
cleared for
aggro, so I can
takeoff.
just do
Repeat,
that
you are
instead.
cleared for takeoff.
Ooh, the package. Okay. In a 5 mission playlist, they decide to do another one that's a repeat level, which is a Halo staple of reusing geometry. Okay. This is just a full level.
Covenant own this sector now, but they're defending for a major strike, not a small group infiltration. Eliminate all hostile ground-to-air defenses. So
I just need to remember my mind not to do the thing I do if I want to kill 200 grunts. Or I just get the thing and set up right before I spawn the tank. Oh, I'm gonna still do the first part of that because these guys are on my ass. No, you're supposed to... There we go. Okay. And now the thing you do in, like, when you don't want your tank to be destroyed is drive it backwards. So, you know, the massive bottom flat part isn't exposed. You know, this might be considered a little try-hard for normal, but it also takes time to make the tank go the right way around, and I'll do that in a second, once I'm at a corner. Okay. Arch.
Get a move on, Noble 6. Our Falcons are
I
standing
forget
by.
why I was ranting about phones, to be honest. I had to do something with cover. Oh yeah, right. My thing had no data, then phone, then coverage. Yeah. Now the Canada system, like as an agglopper, used to be fucked for so many years, and then literally in the last year, it's like, okay, we're gonna make it not fucked. And let's use this time to open up a Buble. Actually, yeah. Can I open up a Buble with only my left hand? So you can go into the thing, or you can just shoot it from afar.
First target neutralized. Falcons,
Okay.
stand by.
I killed it before my Buble. Like, it was literally the textbook definition of gloppery. Where it's like, you know, 2 or 3 companies control, you know, the 95% plus share. And, you know, it still is, but like, I don't know. I'm happy with, I think my plan is actually, it's not Europe reasonable because like, it's never going to be Europe reasonable, but it's like US reasonable. Because like Europe's like, when I went there, it's like, oh yeah, 50 gigs for €9. Woo, and it works anywhere in Europe, and it's like, okay, come on. Like, get it. You also, there's like less landmass. Like all of Europe can basically fit in one province in Canada. More or less. Unless you're a maritime province. You know, it's easier to think that Europe just has everything right, when they don't. But like, they just have different things right. Like, they still have issues with getting doctor shortages or certain non-basic services being accessible. And it's like, okay, we have that too. Dang, we're pretty good at some stuff being accessible, right? Like, and if you want Ontario, in order to basically fully volley transition, you know, just have wait times, but it's all covered. But it's stuff like, hey, you want to have your Adam's apple removed? That's gonna be like actually cost money because it's not like a mandatory thing because it's like it's such a small thing. Do I have to press a button? No. What do I have to do? Why am I blanking on this? I thought it's literally go in here. Does it not open this green? Okay, let's look over here in case we didn't kill like an enemy or some shit. Yeah, getting the tank to turn around is a whole hassle because you need to make sure you're doing your 3-point turns. Okay, let's see if there's... No, this is just... That's just water. It's because Private Ryan... You have to save Private Ryan? Is that what we have to do? Where the fuck is Ryan? Okay, let's just reload checkpoint. It's gonna be dumb. Is he just slowly running? Saving Ryan's. Okay, let's just see. I'm curious. Because either he keeps with us or I kill him. One of the two options. Okay. Well, that makes my life easier. Oh, I didn't neutralize this gun. Okay, let me do a drive-by real quick. That's why I didn't neutralize the... I didn't do the objective. Yeah, we get it. You don't like us. See, the ghost... The Banshee's getting us is the biggest insult to injury, because they're just random. They can go for us, they can not go for us. When they go for us, it feels personal. It's like they made a choice. They hated us specifically. Okay, fine. We're going backwards because that was by accident.
Hostiles engaged. Units working on getting the gate open. Really missing Cat right about now.
Yeah, my cat died. Batch. It's still cool whenever you just hijack a Banshee that's in the air and you're like, let's just fly around the fucking map. It's like a cool little great fun. Okay. I pressed E to get out and then I forgot the animation is as slow as molasses. So that ain't happening. In the meantime, I'm just getting pelted by shit.
Noble team, Falcon group has landed. Hostiles engaged. Units working on getting the gate open. Really missing Cat right about now.
Okay. On here. Yeah, the benefit of being forward facing is you have actual agility, so you can go around the rock and just bip the Corvette. I think if I appreciated more like running around an open map in games like Mario 64, right? Like, I think one of the things people really liked is like, oh yeah, here's like a world to explore, but I don't like explore the world. Really. Like, that Breath of Wild stream was a rare exception. It's like, okay, I want to specifically feel like I'm wasting time. Because normally, if I just wander around, I feel like I'm wasting time. But I needed that on Saturday specifically. Because I knew I was going to have enough. Like, the balance of if I have too much free time in a day, essentially, is like, okay, let me go through the checklist, and then I burn out, and then I feel like I did nothing. And blah blah blah. Whereas if I start the day by wasting time, then I'm playing catch up, and then I have like, I'm almost like ramping up, like, oh man, I'm doing better than I was before in the previous part of the day. Then I can also say like, oh, I did something continuous for 4 hours. So like it works. My brain, it works. Like it tricks my brain into being happy at the end of the day. I hate that. Like, now I just know how my brain works with like a bunch of stuff. Like, oh yeah, once a month I'll just randomly want to fall asleep at 4 p.m., wake up at 9 p.m., maybe even 11 p.m., and then I'll stay awake till like 4 a.m. and then fall asleep and maybe wake up at like any, at a regular time, maybe like an hour later, and then like I'm just reset for the day. Like, I don't have to worry about any jet lag adjustment times. I'll just be fine for the next day. But like once a month, that's just gonna happen because of just stuff that's building up. I miss naps. Yeah, I used to do like some co-ops. I tried doing like a power nap. Like at noon, I'll do a power nap for like 20 minutes and then do the rest of the day. I think we're like kind of successful. But I still do sometimes power naps. If I'm like, okay, I do feel like I need to nap, but I also can't afford the being asleep at in between 5 and 7 p.m. right now. So like, let's just set the timer, maybe do a double power nap, and then get up.
Please proceed to the prearranged coordinates.
Cryptic.
You know as much as I do, level 4.
Oh yeah, right, there's the where the fuck is the engineer?
Coordinates nearby, Commander.
There's the engineer. The engineer gives all these elites extra shields, and they don't need extra shields. Right, look at this. One. I just missed like a bunch of headshots, but it's fine. They're all dead anyway. I forget if my stuff gets reset in the next section or not. Okay, see ya. Let me check how that download's going. It's like halfway done. Cool.
Looks like they got themselves cornered.
I can actually turn off because Epic doesn't like save state between shutdown of the app like Steam does for big downloads. I think Xbox does as well. It's like, I don't know, the launcher's like 80% of the way there. Okay, so there's like 10 different ways we can just do this firefight because it's a firefight. Are you not
Noble team, there are
gonna...
4 defense turrets to assist
Can
you
you
in
please
defending
let
the
me
lab.
activate you?
Get them online and quick.
Thank you.
When the turrets take too much damage, they'll shut down to recharge. You'll
Nope.
need to reactivate them when they come
Thank
back
you.
online.
Noble 6.
Sure, let's just go this way. I don't need to activate the turrets first off. I can just do whatever the fuck I want here. But it means I have to click less, which is nice for my index finger. I'll see already like halfway done. I have half the mind to like, you know, take down a Banshee and just Banshee it up.
I need more time. Whatever you have to do, do it.
Yeah, but knowing my little body ticks, it's like, okay, I can work around this. It's just like anything deviant from the norm is like, bleh. In your mind, in my mind at least. Wait, no, I want the jetpack. Why didn't I take it? There we go. You want to bait this? No. Cool. Let's Banshee it up. As long as we don't hit the kill planes, we're doing fine. Yeah, let's get this Wraith before it does stuff. Oh, that's not how we do this. Olay! Olay! There we go. My favorite skin brand. No, that's not a Wraith. Is there another Wraith over there, or are we...
Turret recharging.
Cool. Not mean to go for that challenge, but that's cool. Oh, and the orchestral comes in. Gosh, one other thing is, I'm glad I asked Vista to, when I visit him, to try out like a dual flow, because that's one thing, is just like being in a space just alone with my thoughts, without anything to look at, with anything to distract me. Yeah, that to me feels incredibly uncomfortable. But I also want to see if a flow is something for me, where maybe something pushes past that mental barrier. And so having something where like, okay, I'll be able to see a friend literally immediately afterwards. Befores. It'll be a nice ease into it. It's still in defend mode. We don't have to. We're just waiting for stuff to spawn.
Hold on, Spartans. I'm getting close.
Oh right, because it's normal, so we kind of just rinsed. You gonna... okay. Oh, I didn't realize the dialogue just said, hey, if you grab a Banshee to... I only discovered, like, thought about, hey, you know, I could probably get a Banshee, like, later on. Like, a couple years ago, even. Before, my thing was usually just get a rocket launcher and just go ham. This is actually my most played level Halo Reach as a kid because I would just grind rocket launcher kills here. So I'll just like reload a save point, get like a 8 kill in one, and then reload the checkpoint and then grind a bunch of accommodations while I'm like on a treadmill or something or listening to a podcast. Like a nice soothing thing. I've been also avoiding people, like, not intentionally, but like 1,000 Year Door is out, and I thought I'd have more like recommended feed, and I still have a bit of recommended feed, but like I've just basically had almost no visibility to people with a remake. It's like, okay, this is fine, and I know how it is. I know how the original goes, but probably nothing bad happens. Just business as usual in 1,000 Year Door realm. I'll get it when it goes on sale. And at some point, you know, Super Paper Mario is still on the list. But it's because I kind of know how the game goes already. It's like, oh, maybe I should, you know, something like Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, where like I know less about how the game goes because I didn't watch like an LP of it growing up. Like, I guess if I've watched an LP of a game, I kind of already know its beat, so it's gonna either I'm gonna not have to remember it, which even over a decade later, it's like, well, I remember a lot of it, and like mechanically and stuff, what I'd like and don't like about it.
Package is almost ready. Just a little more.
So it's gonna be hard. I don't know. It's gonna be hard to incentivize going and taking a dive in. Versus a game I kind of know a little bit about. It's like, okay, yeah, this will seem like it's cool. Because it's like, oh, I'm replaying a game. Like, okay, I'll replay a game if I can do something like bite-sized with it, or if it's literally been like 15 years. Or it's like a, you know, short enough game. Let me Google it real quick. Oh, cool, I ranked up. And my chair has descended in the last sometime. Okay. Okay, let me get that big thing out. Let me on-delay the fuck out of this. As it's elite just a pain with it. Oh, there's another race here. I don't actually have to kill these races in order to complete the mission. They'll still let me do it without this, but it's like, I don't know, when else do I get to on-delay a race like this? I don't even know if that's the right bullfighting term.
Well done, Spirits. I'm opening the laboratory door.
I guess it counts then, because like there's still a bunch of enemies who are shooting, but you only have to kill a certain percentage. And those count. Cool. Was that the last one, or I think so? Okay, well that playlist didn't feature Nightfall, so let's do a Nightfall to close it off then. We're at, oh yeah, hour 21, huh? How many do I need for the... What do I do now? If there's like Griffball, I'd play that, but there's not really anything. These feature 2 Reach ones I didn't do, and then 2 Halo 4, so it's Halo 4, so no. Oh wait, you don't know any of the missions, Goo Tank, right? Else we're gonna be like, any mission requests? Never played Reach. Yeah, fair. We could just do the last part of this mission. I'll put on. Oh, I have acrophobia on. Let me turn that off. This is just a Warthog section, essentially. It's always fun, and I have a choice of vehicle, so once I get to the section, I'll be like, I want this vehicle. And on Legendary, you just pray the Sentinels don't fuck you. Whereas on normal, you don't have to, you can just tank it.
I am sorry, Swan. Come.
I'm so used to playing Halo 3 now with the acrophobia skull, where it's like playing it without feels a little like, oh, why am I not flying into the air at Mach speed? Oh, thank you, tutorial. Oh, fucking yeah. I don't like your esports team.
Find the doorway in the cliffs, Chief. The dawn is on the other side.
Yeah, I got it. Oh, I want to shotgun it. Maybe I play a little. Wait, did it actually install? Maybe I just switch to Death Stranding after this, depending on my energy level. Unironically. We'll see if it does cloud save. I think I backed up my save, so even if it doesn't. Sentinels are like. What's the time? 9:12. Would be a little too late to start up Death Stranding, to be honest, because if I want to be off by like...
There, Johnson's Warthog.
I haven't had an actual dinner yet. That's the issue. So like, I'm not super hungry because I just had a bunch of food at the social.
Come on,
I
Spartan,
need like...
Go!
I should probably get like something. Or like make something, or do something. 'Cause also if I'm at home tomorrow, like maybe I just go ahead and do rice straight up. So let's see what type of vehicle I want. I could do a little mongoose. That might be fun. I could also do chopper over here. Or no, it's like up here. There's a chopper. Is it up there? No, I think that's just alt path. Might be closer. If not, I'll just do a mongoose. Where is the chopper? Oh, it might have actually been back. I just want to like show it off to like show it off. And it's later there, yeah. I always find it fun, like.
Drive, Chief. Head for the frigate.
She doesn't like me going backwards, huh? Trying to be like very polite and correct about time zone stuff. And it's like, yeah, that's like I know enough about Europe time zones and American time zones where like the plus and minuses, I'll get it right like 98% of the time offhand. And so being formal about the last 2% is like, yeah, okay. I'll remember time zones for most people. Sometimes it's more interesting to remember than like maybe other stuff. Like I won't remember the age of someone, but I'll remember their time zone. Less options, it's very static. Doesn't degrade with time. Are the choppers over here? Oh no, they're at the first intersection. Okay. So it's when we go over here. We can go to the first section here. There should be choppers. Or not. No? Okay. I forget where the choppers are. That's fine. We'll just do mongoose. The thing with mongoose is it's just so easy to flip, which is really funny. And you don't have any sort of attack mechanism. Like this. And there's a bit of a timer on this. Like these will start going away. These platforms. Pretty quickly. So when people use this stuff on Discord where it's like the little hack where you can do the spoiler, like it'll be at this time, and it's like, okay, just like, you can also just say it in UTC. Like it's more, you're being more polite by doing it this way. Yeah. Okay, that was a fun stick. It's cute like how much time you're putting into making sure people get the time right. Because I've done those things. I've done it like, here's even like a countdown clock, here's like a thing. There's still always a way for people to get it wrong. They just don't like. They're just like, okay, yeah, I get it. And then they forget what the concept of time is. Oh, okay. But then you have receipts, I guess, is the difference. I used to organize, you know, like community game nights for like 6 years. For like people in, you know, sometimes Australia, Asia, but usually Europe and North America, because it's just I have more chances of time overlapping. And yeah. Still got fuck ups even when like on people viewing the time, even when it's like countdown timer being like, this time is in 6 hours away. Oh yeah, that's another thing. It'll be like, the time is in 2 hours in the spoiler thing. Do whatever custom thing you want. But then you also, if you do it my way, you kind of also have to get the vibe for when daylight savings is for everyone, because it's different in different countries. So it's like okay, so like whenever I'm chatting with someone, I'll just like I'll do the Fahrenheit to Celsius conversion quickly in my head because it's just easier for me to do it than the other stuff. and that's fine because, you know, I know the simple rules because I'm a Canadian who has to deal with older generation people who know Fahrenheit and Americans who know Fahrenheit. You know, I think that most people are just sick of the confusion and just said, okay, here's like make a simple way to fucking do the conversion. And like some people will be like, okay, yeah, here's like a math formula, but then they have to remember math. I just realized the game audio, because it's like this level, it's way too loud, so let me lower it. It's like, okay, memorize your 5 places and your 0 places, or even just your 0 places, right? Know what 0, 10, 20, 30, and 40 Celsius is in Fahrenheit here. 32, 50, 68, 86, 104. You don't even need to remember the 104, because if it's over 100, it's just too hot. And then if you want to be nice, you know, memorize your 5 digits, like memorize how to get to 5, because it's 5 over 9, 9 over 5, so just add or subtract 9 from whatever 10 you're using. So if I want to know 25 Celsius, then it's like, okay, we get 20 Celsius, which is 68, plus 9, 77. And so if I'm saying like, oh yeah, my preferred temperature is 25 Celsius, I'm just gonna say 77. Or I might be, you know, make it seem more casual, where it'd be like, yeah, it's 75 Fahrenheit, because, you know, what's the difference between 24 and 25 Celsius if I'm talking about stuff casually? It's not.
50%, Chief.
It's not. I'm not even saying Americans are stubborn with that. I'm just surrounded by a bunch of Canadians who are in the same life circumstances as I am, and yet I'm the weird one for making like a little mnemonic for it. Like, yeah, you memorize 4 temperatures. Memorize 0, 10, 20, 30. It's rule of 4. You can memorize 4 things. And then plus 9 if you want a plus 5. And that's it. It's fucking simple for us to communicate. But then you get people who are like... So again, same thing with UTC. Like, oh, here's all these ways to make it... Try to make it more, you know... Oh, it's personalized for everyone. Bitch, just like... Remember your UTC placement. Put in UTC. And then you have some people who are like, oh, do you mean GMT? It's like, yeah, I mean fucking GMT, but you know, people who are like GMT is specifically tied to a place, and UTC is like a literally universals in the name, so like, you know what I mean. Stop being a bitch about it. Like, just put your UTC, and people need to remember 2 things. I did the same exact thing. I did you know, I have to go to like the right there. And I just decided, yeah, I can try to make this jump again that I didn't make last time.
50%, Chief.
And great thing is, if you just are a pleb who interacts with Americans, then you just have to remember like plus or minus like 1 or 2 hours. Like, I'm Eastern, right? I just remember Central, Mountain, Pacific. You're probably taught as a kid when you taught the states and provinces and such. And then there's only 2 relevant time zones in Europe. UK and not UK. Like, I'm sorry, Spain, you aren't relevant, Spain. I mean, we know you're the same as UK, but like, you're not... I say this as someone who enjoyed a lot of Spanish culture last year. It's fine.
50%, Chief.
It's more Mexico than Spanish itself. Okay. See, this is what happens with the mongoose. Is it that you keep spinning? This is why we only do this on normal. Mongoose. And you see how it fell behind me. Like, there is a time limit on this shit. It's just like, if the world worked in just a simple way, it would be nicer. Oh, there we go. I'm free. I don't think I'll have enough time, but we'll see. We shall see. So, reminder to myself verbally, do not go straight. Please do not go straight. Okay, well, it's fine. It's fine.
Chief.
And there's just some sentiments where it's like, more neuronormative people will be like, why would you think about it this way? It's like, because it's literally more efficient. It saves on mental capacity, so you can use it for actually important things in your life. You're welcome. It's like, okay, why am I... I just think back to my sister being like... I feel like out of everyone in my life, she's like the only one who like uses... And she doesn't do it that much, but she'll use that to justify her own type of thinking. And her own type of thinking is pretty like... It's normative, but like a little bit toxic, to be honest. Okay, so... Last time we fucked up the jump. And so if we look over here... I'm just trying to look. Okay, fine. You know when we're doing this. Okay, so there's two little things here. So I have to get one of those two. Because if I had a Warthog, I'd have more speed. That's the issue. Is that I get more speed with the Warthog. So I have to land on one of those two little squares. And the first two times I landed right in between. There's things that she's doing that my mom also does I don't like about my mom. That's like, I've told her I don't like it about my mom. And then, I don't know, feels like she's leaning into it more now. And not as like an intentional thing, it's like a... I don't know, I guess it's just what she grew up with, so that's her habit. I don't respond within 20 seconds, so okay, let me send another message to confirm that everything was okay. Oh, I went live with the Helldivers. I guess I'll rate him after
50%, Chief.
I do this. Apparently I'm having the most headache with the mongoose here. So, like, and she's also expressed how her brain works in terms of the amount of negativity she sees in, like, so many people and so much in life. Like, I would not... You know, she hasn't said it explicitly, but like, I think the only person she hasn't insulted in front of me is her own grandmother. Okay, let's see if I can ram through this. I cannot. Fuck. Okay. We have to flip it this way. Fuck. I took too long on that. So I'd rather have my mind, despite me saying literally 30 minutes ago, being alone with my thoughts for an hour would suck. I'd still rather my mind work my way than her way. So, I'm not sure how normative it is, but it's not like anything sort of she wants to express. It's like she needs more validation than a normal person, but she doesn't think her thing is normative. Whereas like I've accepted the differences. Oh. That's fine. I'm not her counselor. She has one. I'm sorry, did my Warhog just... Mongoose just fuck off into Nether? Okay, guess I'll die. Okay, if I don't get in the next 3 attempts, I'm gonna have to seriously consider what, like...
50%, Chief.
something a little different in strategy than just trying. Because, like, you know, I could go ahead and just avoid all the enemies. But also, I'm doing this, and it's like, oh, wait, hey, let's try different methods. Let's just, like, go the way the wind blows. And then, randomly, I'll get flipped over. Okay, I guess we'll just keep right. Not really enemies on the right. Oh, there is a literal block on the right, though. Okay, well, let's keep right again. You know, the slow lane traffic is often the safest lane. I'm so glad I don't have to do my license test again. I'm not using it, but the fact that I have a full license and I don't have to prove I'm competent until I'm 75, it's a pretty sweet deal. Okay, so I'm pretty sure here. So let's remember for next time, down the middle. Okay, I think we're good. There we go. Oh, I checkpointed doing a wheelie, that's pretty cool. Okay. Okay. Yeah, just because we're like a minute from the end of this mission. Oh no, we're not a minute, we have a little bit. In terms of streaming, I don't think I'll be doing anything else this week. Like, maybe Thursday? Or maybe this week, I don't know. Well, this weekend, depending on when I'm free, I might join This Is Tabletop and then go to a social thing, and then Sunday will be Wolfpack, twitch.tv/ScruffyKid. I don't know. It's I'm fine with not having a stream scheduled, but I converted to a Warthog. That didn't keep the mongoose. Okay. We are gonna raid Ungrateful Ed. He's playing Helldivers 2.
For us, the storm
a game we're pretty familiar with.
The war is over.
And he is having a good time with it.
Let us never forget those
so war is over here, but not over there. So let's go ahead and raid.
For their decision
see you all next time. Thanks for being awesome.
Sacrifice and unshakable conviction that their fight, our fight, was elsewhere.